Daylilies, just like people, come in different sizes, and we're going to talk about that, what that looks like, and what that might matter, for your garden. So if you order daylilies from us, you may notice that the plants are different sizes. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that, why that is, and really it's just because daylilies, just like people, come in different sizes. It's just the way they're made. All right, so this is a variety called Miss Mary Mary. All right, and it has a small bloom. Okay, and you can see this is a daylily fan right there. That's one plant. I mean, I could probably pull this off. This is as small as you can divide it down. That's called a fan. And look how small it is. You know, that's the size of a straw or a pencil or something. It's about as big around as that is. Okay. Oftentimes you'll find that daylilies that have small blooms have smaller plants as well. That's not always true, but that's kind of a rule of thumb. A lot of times smaller bloom equals a smaller plant like this. Now on the flip side, this is the variety Red Volunteer, which is a big 6-7 inch red bloom. And you can see just how much bigger those plants are right there. See how big that is? Okay, so just compare the two. This is, obviously you can tell the difference. I would point out while I'm showing you these that we always send big chunks of plants like this. And so this is what you're going to get when you order from us. We guarantee they have at least 3 fans, so 3 plants. So you can see like this is 1, 2, 3. So this one actually has 4, right, on the Red Volunteer. So you're going to get something that has at least 3. That's what we guarantee. And then, Miss Mary Mary, this is a small plant. This one's probably got 10 or 12 fans on it. I mean, we guarantee 3, but oftentimes they're going to have more fans than that. So if you get it and you're like, oh man, this one's small, this one's big, it's just the way they are. That's just the way they grow. Okay, so also not surprisingly, daylilies look different, have different sizes, different times of the year. So it's late winter right now. We're just starting our shipping season. So this is some of the first stuff that we've dug. And a lot of our daylilies are just now starting to come out of dormancy. I mean, some are more evergreen. They've already got some leaves. Like this one probably has more leaves out in the ground, out in the field than this one. So they don't have much in the way of tops. And so, they're just not going to have much later on in the season. They're going to have big leaves. We're going to have to trim them back to ship to you. They're going to have more in the way of tops. But early in the spring like this, they don't. Also, these are all going to plump up and be bigger around as the season progresses. So, this is bigger than this plant is now. They're both going to get bigger. So this will be bigger than this here in a couple months and likewise. So depending on the time of the season you get them, they're going to be different sizes and be bigger. Now, in case you're wondering, if we send you this plant now that's just coming out of dormancy, just still kind of small, coming out of the winter, it's going to do just as well. Of course, we're only shipping to certain areas of the country now, but if you get it earlier and it's still small, or if you wait later and ship it to you, we dig everything fresh, and it's either growing here at our nursery, it's growing there at your garden. So either way, it's going to work out the same. These certainly are big enough to bloom this first season. Okay, so a couple things you might want to consider when we're talking about the size of the daylilies is, this plant here that's got a smaller plant by nature is probably going to end up being a smaller clump, right? So it's going to get what, 18 inches in diameter, maybe, maybe a little smaller, maybe a little bit bigger. This one here that's got a bigger flower, bigger plant, it's going to get 2 feet in diameter, maybe 30 inches or even longer. So if you're spacing your daylilies in your garden, smaller plants, smaller bloom, you can put those a little closer together, maybe 18 inches to 24 inches apart. Bigger bloom, bigger plant, you're probably going to put a little further apart, 24 inches, maybe even up to 3 feet apart. And they may look a little far apart when you plant them, but they're going to come out with nice foliage, and you'll be glad you gave them a little extra room when they fill in. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We've been growing daylilies for, 40 years now, so we love to talk about daylilies. If you got any comments or questions, put them below, or you can contact us through our website. If you're wondering what next to do, you just got some daylilies. We just shot a video about fertilizing daylilies, so you might want to check that out.